Today, we are going to learn the concepts of relations and functions. So what are relations and what are functions? By definition, we say that a relation is a rule that relates values from a set of values called domain to another set of values we call the range. An example of the rule could that be on, say, a given equation or formula says y is equal to x squared. In this formula, we're going to input, so take note of the word input. We're going to input values of x, and this will serve as our domain. And if we apply that in the formula y is equal to x squared, then we will get the respective output, which will be our range. To illustrate the idea, suppose that x is equal to 1. And if the rule is y is equal to x squared, then that means we are going to input 1 on the x. So this becomes y is equal to 1 and then squared, and the value is 1. So if we are going to input x equals 1, we are expected to have an output equal to 1. Another rule could that be of, say, the new rule is y is equal to the positive and negative square root of x. So if we are going to choose values for our domain, say x is equal to 1, then the y value is equal to plus or minus or positive and negative square root of 1, and this becomes positive or negative 1. As we can see in this example, the output could be y is equal to 1 or y is equal to negative 1. If we directly compare that to the first example that we had, take note that if we are going to input a single value of x to the rule, we are expecting just a single value in the y. Okay, later on, we will be differentiating these two types of relations. Again, always remember that a relation is a rule that assigns values from a first set to another set of values we call the range. Okay, so two important terms are being introduced, and that is the domain and the range. Later on, we will be using these two terms in identifying what could be in the first set and what could be in the second set. Now, it should be noted that relations can be seen in different forms. For instance, we can have the following relations. The first one is a relation being shown as a set of ordered pairs. The second one is a relation in which we pair up values from a set we call the input and another set we call the output. A relation can also be represented by a graph. So these three could mean or describe a relation. If we look at the set of ordered pairs, we have 1 and then paired to 1, 1 again paired to negative 1, 2 paired to 2, and then 2 paired to negative 2. So clearly, we are relating, or there is a relationship between two sets of values, and that is the first set is the x values of the ordered pairs, and then the second set is the y of the ordered pairs. That can be observed as well in the mapping of values in the diagram. 0, for instance, is paired to negative 2, and 0 is paired to 1, and so with all the other elements in the input. And then the graph, although we may not be able to see it directly, but actually there are values that being paired up when we create a graph. And that is the set of values from the x-axis and also the set of values coming from the y-axis. Now that we understand the concept of relations in general, let me introduce the idea of functions. Take note that the definition of relation is a rule that relates two sets of values. Functions is more specific. For functions, we define it this way. A function is a relation where each element in the domain is related to only one value in the range by some rule. As we can see from the definition, a function is a relation, meaning to say it is just a specific example of a relation. However, it will be differentiated or it will be different from the other relations we call mere relations because the domain is related only to a single value in the range. That's the defining characteristic of a function. That is, given any single x from the domain, it should be paired to only one value in the y. If this characteristic is not shown or is not described in a given relation, then the relation is not a function, or we call that just a mere relation. Let us review the two examples that I have presented earlier. So earlier, I presented two examples of relations. The first one is that of y equals x squared, and the second one is y equals the positive and negative square root of x. One of these examples is a function, and the other is a mere relation. To identify which of these two examples is a function, we have to focus on the definition of a function. That is, the domain is related to only one value in the range by some rule. So with that, if we inspect example number 1 and y is equal to x squared, we can observe that every time we input a value of x, we always get a single value in the y. If I make this x equals 2, then x squared will become 4, and that's a single value. If I make my x equals 3, then 3 squared is 9, and that's a single value. So every x value that we input, we always get a single value in the y. So y equals x squared is an example of a function. In the second example, as we can see, y is equal to positive or negative square root of x. As we input values of x, say this time we input x equals 3, then y is equal to positive or negative square root of 3. And that means a positive square root of 3 and a negative square root of 3. So notice that this rule makes us or shows an example in which a single value in the x is leading to two values in the y. Clearly, this is not a one-to-one situation. Therefore, this example is just a mere relation. So that's how you identify a function from a mere relation. Always go back to the idea that a single x should only be paired or should only have one or single outcome or output.